Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and today we're talking about Immortal Hulk number 0. So, in my own time, I've been reading issues of Immortal Hulk. I'm not fully caught up on the series, but I have been enjoying it a great deal. If you haven't heard, this particular series is one of Marvel's best right now, easily. It's a strong pun, I guess, I don't know, but it's just a well-made, extremely fun, vivid and interesting series that kind of takes the Hulk in a new direction. Thanks for joining us, Team and Lord, and everyone else in chat. Or just watching in general. It features a nice. Well, okay, so I should say Immortal Hulk as a series. Raphael, thanks for joining us. It's been a little while since you've been able to, so that's great. Um, this is a strong series overall, written by Al Ewing and with excellent artwork. In this particular book, featuring uh, Mattia de Ulis, but Immortal Hulk number 0 also features like Mantlo and Peter David returning for the Hulk, and this particular issue spans across different time periods and art styles, reflective of not only Immortal Hulk, which is this very detailed, almost painted style that really creates this atmosphere throughout the series that I don't think is felt in a lot of other places in comics right now. Immortal Hulk as a whole feels like a real premium series. This book's a little different because then we flash back to artwork that really feels evocative of Hulk's earliest days back in the 60s. Raphael saying apparently She-Hulk is also immortal. Well, if you're going by what's going on with her in the Avengers, I would say yes, she has got some stuff going on with the Celestials and has an undefined level of power. And I mean that literally. Like, we don't quite know what Jason Aaron's going with her character, and it sort of leaves her particular character in a bit of a, we'll say, crossroads, where she doesn't know what's happened to her and what's going on. It's not just her rage powered, she has these weird cosmic abilities specifically given to her for reasons we're not quite certain of as of yet. And I'm like caught up on Avengers. um, so then we flash to like Peter David style Hulk storytelling with this fun little stuff. It's all about like how Bruce Banner is supposedly dead, and the Hulk is like the remaining personality, while Banner's kind of like reflecting inward and flashing back to his past across various time periods and thinking about these characters. There's clearly like stuff going on that is relevant to like the current direction of Immortal Hulk, with the leader doing all these machinations and basically potentially using Bruce's father in his ongoing battle against the Hulk in the main series. But issue number 0 does stand on its own quite well and is a pretty fun treat on the whole. I would say it's hard to go wrong with it. It has visual motifs, it uses those to sort of create this creative thread as we flash through, like, basically past, medium, and present time periods in Hulk's history. So that kind of creates like a nice feeling of this just being a strong Hulk book on its own, with interesting little ties to the current series. I think, and then like at the end it says like we continue with what's going on with the leader in Immortal Hulk number 37, so it's easy to place. But I'm not quite there in the series. Though I didn't feel like anything was overly spoiled here. It's a good sort of jumping on point in that regard. Although I do feel like you're better off just sort of starting with Immortal Hulk number 1 and working your way through what's been done so far, because it's all really good. It kind of starts off going back to the roots of Bruce Banner sort of being this fugitive, and that television series with Lou Ferrigno, kind of, but then we get into this very imaginative territory that actually reminds me a lot of some of the weirder elements of Hulk's history. This book's full of that, especially when we get into the Peter David stuff, and there's like a weird play various characters are putting on in the Hulk psyche. It's all kind of goofy, but very in line with the history we've seen of the Hulk comics so far, where they can be very goofy and they can go in very weird directions. And it's fun that the current Hulk series, because I would say this is true of Immortal Hulk as a whole, is very pro weird, I would say. And it goes in that direction of kind of having fun with its premise, I guess, while also Immortal Hulk, unlike maybe some of these more goofier elements of the past, also feels very epic and big. That has a lot to do with this amazing artwork by the art team throughout the Immortal Hulk run. They, like I said, I don't know if these books are painted. I don't think they really are. They're just done with such a high level of quality and detail that they almost look like something done by Alex Ross, in my opinion. It's not that, but I just I'm almost at a loss of words for describing the artwork just because it's so vivid and unique. And I'm really happy with this book on the whole, and think most people would be too. It's like kind of the cover price of $4.99, which puts it a little above the average thing, but it's a very long book. And to be honest, I think like $4.99 is a pretty good deal for it. You get quite a bit. You get like this sense of history to this particular book, but if you find Immortal Hulk trades, omnibuses out there, pick them all up. I'm working my way through like the first two omnibuses. I think it's all part of Comixology Unlimited, and I just sort of read those every chance I get, pretty much. And it's been really great. So when I saw Immortal Hulk #0 posted, and I, realized, oh, well, this would be a fun thing. Like, we can review it. I don't have to worry about too much of the past series. I was glad to do so. It's great if you're not sure about Immortal Hulk and want to kind of check it out for yourself. Raphael is saying Juggernaut is going to go up against the Hulk soon. And then he says, yay, with the smiley face. That's pretty much my sentiment. Yay, followed by a smiley face. But we'll talk a little bit more about that soonish. I know exactly what you're referring to there, and quite enjoyed that book too. But next up, we actually are going to get a little more caught up, for one thing, as we take a look at X of Swords. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me, Raphael, Demon Lord, and everyone else in the live broadcast, and for those of you watching after the fact. We'll see you next time here on Comic Island.